Alright, what's going on, guys? I usually don't make videos or come on YouTube to bitch about anything or whatever, but there's just been something that has really been getting on my nerves, grinding my gears, just plain off, just pissing me off. And it has only come up in the last couple days. It came up a little bit last year when I was noticing it happening to other people, but not me. And I kind of was a little upset about it still, but I didn't really experience it for myself until very recently, and I wanted to talk about it. It has to do with AMC, the network that owns Walking Dead and all that, and the really just unnecessary and greedy and just flat out bullshit copyright claims that they've been making on pretty much every Walking Dead YouTuber that I have come across so far. So last night I had just gotten home and it was really late. I had some food, sat down in my TV room, was just watching some YouTube videos, and one of the recommended that I saw was something about copyright claims, and it was from a Walking Dead YouTuber, awesome YouTuber, great reactions, great predictions, great reviews, everything. Go check her out. I'll link her channel in the description. Her name is Meg Stansfield. And so I was watching her video, and she was talking about how the video's titled AMC hates the Walking Dead YouTubers in their videos. And I was like, oh, this sounds really interesting. So I checked it out, and I was watching it, and she basically explained everything that I'm about to talk about and how it personally affected her, and she made a lot of really great points that I hadn't really realized that had been happening, and it just really kind of opened my eyes. And so she referenced another Walking Dead YouTuber that I am very familiar with, Ronnie Hayes from Make a Path Presents. I'll link his channel in the video in the description also. But so they both made videos talking about the copyright claims for AMC and how they've been making claims on all of their Walking Dead videos, their Fear the Walking Dead videos, whether it was a reaction or a review, predictions, anything. Doesn't matter what kind of Walking Dead content they had in there, whether it was a single picture or just the video itself, maybe if it was a reaction to maybe the trailer, and they had the trailer, whether they had it or not, even if they just showed a picture, a single picture that was publicly released for promotional purposes from AMC, it doesn't matter. AMC is literally going around just copyright click happy on every single Walking Dead YouTuber. It doesn't matter how big or small they are, and it's really been getting on my nerves, and I needed to talk about it a bit. So this morning I woke up and I checked my email, and I had a YouTube copyright claim notice in my inbox, and the immediate thought I had to myself was that it had just happened to me too, and it did. And so the claim was made by a user named Shop AMC, and it was the only Walking Dead reaction video I've ever done. The only reaction video in general that I have ever done. And they claim that it included audiovisual content. Do I deny that it does? No, it does include that. But the problem I have is with them claiming that it's copyright when it's okay under fair use. So if you Google fair use, the definition says the doctrine that brief excerpts of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research, without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder. So basically, you can use brief excerpts of it, which a trailer that's a couple minutes long, I consider that brief, and I'm sure many other people do. That's fair use. You can't copyright claim that, unless I'm mistaken. From every video that I've watched and everything I've read about copyright claiming and fair use, that's not how it works. So just for sake of this video, I went and I Googled some info on AMC, and I went to their official website and everything, and the amount of money that they have and they make is ridiculous. Their total assets a couple years ago, $2.6 billion. Their net income, $290.2 million. Total equity, $571.5 million. So tell me, why the hell do they need to be going around YouTube, copyright claiming, and getting monetization on all the videos of YouTubers like us that are just trying to make content for our subscribers and give our thoughts on things, reactions, all that stuff? They don't need to do that, and they shouldn't, and it's completely unnecessary. Like, I went to the claim itself, and it says that the content was audiovisual content, and it was manually detected. So they searched out videos, went to my video manually. It wasn't like an automatic thing, which that happens a lot. I can understand that. That's happened when I've put songs in videos, or there's been like a song in the background. I understand that. They personally went to my video, watched it through, and copyright claimed it. And so and for me, it isn't as big of a deal because I'm not a big YouTuber. And that's another thing that frustrated me. Before I uploaded this video, I think I had about 100 subscribers, 101 subscribers, and around 8,000 views total on my channel. Not a big channel. Not whatsoever. Since that video, that video itself, currently, let me refresh, I have 119 subscribers, and I have 1,083 views on that video. That's not a lot. It's one of my most viewed videos on my channel. That's not a lot of views. That's not a lot of subscribers. That's nothing to be concerned about. And if you search The Walking Dead Season 7 trailer, it is the first video that comes up, and it has 6.4 million views. Then if you start scrolling through, then you start seeing some of the reactions. So the views, 27,000, 68,000, and like the reaction mashups, 68,000, then solo reactions, 45,000, and then you go to the next page, and they're really nowhere in comparison to the amount of views that AMC has gotten and the amount of ad revenue from the monetization that AMC has gotten on their own videos. 44,000, 18,000, and then mine, 1,000. Like, it just, oh my god, it's frustrating. And don't get me wrong, I'm not some big copyright savvy person. I don't know every single thing there is to know about it, but I don't really have another explanation for it other than AMC is just being really greedy, and they're just looking for more ways that they can just take more and more money, and they're doing it by they're doing it by taking it away from the Walking Dead YouTubers. Some people, like Ronnie from Make a Path Presents, he was talking about how when he had just started YouTube, before it really became more of a full-time thing for him, that he was working multiple jobs because he needed to. And because of YouTube now, he's been able to cut back on that and spend more time on his channel, which is something that I hope to do one day too. But if AMC is copyright claiming all of the videos that he has where he shows a picture of it or just even mentions the show, then that revenue goes away. So people that are relying on that revenue or need that to, like, they're using it and to survive, I guess, and that sounds a little extreme, but it's their way of making a living or part of a living, and that revenue's taken away and just thrown into the big AMC vault of money that they just keep racking up. It's just, I personally think that's kind of bullshit, and they shouldn't be able to do that. And is there anything that we can really do about it? I have tons of ideas, but there are none that are probably ever really going to make that much of a difference. The things that I was thinking about, I was thinking we could protest the show as much as we all love it. If all the people that are making these videos don't watch the show and don't make videos, then a significant chunk of AMC's publicity is gone. Most people find out about the show and what happens, or people that aren't watching the show see these videos if they're subscribed to this channel, or not necessarily mine, but other Walking Dead YouTubers, and they think to themselves, oh, this show looks really interesting, let me check this show out, and then they gain another viewer. And yes, it doesn't seem like it adds up, but after a while it does. All of these YouTubers, honestly, AMC should be paying the Walking Dead YouTubers for advertising their show and promoting their show. Some people would not be watching the show if they didn't know about this, or they would not return to the show if they left because they were aggravated with the show because of the Walking Dead YouTubers promoting it and talking about how great it is and all the things that they're excited for in the coming seasons. But AMC is just making all of the Walking Dead YouTubers very aggravated, and even though I wouldn't necessarily consider myself as much of a Walking Dead YouTuber as other people do, it's just very frustrating, because seeing people that are really making YouTube a nearly full-time thing and having it just taken away from them and given to a company that has more than enough money to sustain themselves and produce an amazing show, just, I don't know. I'm just ranting, and it's not what I wanted to do, but I don't really know how else to get my point across other than I just think that something needs to be done about this, and someone needs to make a stand against them, and either we can remove our Walking Dead videos so they don't get the money from it. So it's like, if we can't have it, then we're not going to let them have it either. So we could just remove our videos or private them or whatever we can do to them to make it so AMC doesn't get the money that we should be getting. And I'm not saying I'm making bank, because I don't even think that I've made a significant amount yet, and that doesn't matter. It's the principle of it. They're just claiming it because they can and because they have the money to. And if we were to dispute the claim, they could just deny the dispute. And if we were to try and dispute it again, they could just keep denying it. And eventually, we could get our channels shut down or deleted because of this, because we can't compete with a company that has that much money. They could threaten to sue YouTubers. They've threatened to sue some Facebook pages because of the predictions that they've made. Just because they've made predictions that happen to be right, the AMC threatens to sue them, and some of them can't financially afford to go to court or have a case against them, so they just lose automatically, and that's bullshit. And I'm going on and on, but I needed to get that off my chest. And if you're a Walking Dead YouTuber, or if you know one, get it out there and let them know that it's kind of risky to keep doing this. I mean, by all means, keep doing it if you want. I don't know if I'm going to, because I don't want to just be spending my time and effort and hours a day making a video for it and then have them just take all the revenue that I worked for. But regardless, I'm getting too frustrated about this, so I'm probably just gonna end the video here. But like I said, I'm probably going to be doing other videos besides Walking Dead. I don't know what yet. Probably some video game stuff. I was thinking about doing predictions or like discussions about the show, but if AMC's just going to claim everything, even if I mention the word from the show, then I might not do that. So unless AMC cuts back on all this bullshit, I'm probably just going to be sitting here trying to figure out what else to upload. But yeah, so in closing, just AMC, if you're watching this, stop being dicks. Just let us do what we do. You focus on making the show good and enjoyable for all of us, and not on picking on and bullying all these Walking Dead YouTubers that you don't need to and you're doing just because you can. You're going to lose a lot of fans and a lot of promotion for your show if you keep this bullshit up. So just stop. It's really not in your best interest to do it. Alright. I'll see you guys later.